Chapter 4. The Horrible Start. Yoon POV. I am struggling so hard under his grip. I tried everything in those meters to stop him. But it seems the person always holds me like I am flour, forgets about everything. Isn't it you who forced him to do it? Arg, I can't let this happen. I don't even know what got into him. He was never like this. I can't accept it's him. He is angry. He is angry with me, and he has full rights. I will explain to him everything, and he will leave me then, right? Taewang, leave me, please, I said, trying to twist his hand, which is holding me like he is afraid. The moment he will leave me, I will run. Well, I will exactly do that. Please stop. We are already near the gate, where I saw his luxurious car. I was never interested in cars or status symbols of society. The most expensive thing for me is the heart. A person is worthless according to me if they don't have feelings, if they don't respect others' feelings. The heart is what makes people worth it. Their behavior tells the brand, and their actions speak about the quality. Then what are you? Guilt tried to take over me, but I am persistent to be in the present, trying my best to get out of this situation. But nothing works on his iron-like grip. I can feel any time my bone of wrist can shatter into pieces because of the hold. He pushed me inside the car before banging the door close. I tried to open it, but it's of no use. I was banging the window when my gaze fell on the person who was standing near the door, looking at me with her teary eyes. The tears of helplessness and hopelessness fell from my eyes as I wiped my tears off and smiled at Mom before turning on the other side. My eyes burned with the tears I held for a few seconds. I don't know what will happen to me, but I wish for someone to come for my mother. She needs someone, anyone. My cheeks again got wet as my eyes became a waterfall of painful tears. Why are you crying, darling? Don't cry. Taewang wiped my cheeks while I was looking down, trying to bring something out of my mouth except sobs. I didn't do anything, right? Cry when I do something. He cupped my cheek softly like before and made me look at him. Please, Leah, I tried to say something, but he put his thumb on my lips, softly pressing it. Shh, don't speak, don't cry, he said again, wiping my tears. Because neither your words nor your tears can stop me. With that, he started the car. His gaze is stuck on me, and I turned around, knowing there is no way of escaping right now. I waved my hands to Mom as I saw her figure disappearing because of the speed of the car. I hope there will be an accident and at least Taewang die. It wasn't a long drive, just a few blocks away from my home. Well, that's good news, which means I can escape from here quite easily. A faint spark of hope came alive inside me, but it instantly died the moment I saw almost 10 feet high door in front of me, which was opened by a guard, revealing a small and simple house. Well, with the car he drove, I expected a bit bigger house, but never mind who is going to stay here long. I am going out of this the moment I am getting a chance. Let's go, baby girl. The journey of your pain starts now, he said as he climbed out of the car. His calm voice and terrible words sent a cold shudder through my body. And another second, I flinched when the door opened. Lashing his hand out, he pulled me out of the car. I stared at him as he dragged me inside. The innocence which can melt even the stone, the cuteness which can rob anyone's heart, everything which makes him him, vanished. Now I am looking at the person whose jaw is still clenched in anger, while he never talks without grating his teeth. His aura is as dark as the fortnight without a moon. I can't believe it, I said, still staring at him, while my words stopped his steps as he looked at me with a somewhat confused face. I can't believe you are the same Tae I used to know. His eyes darkened as his confused face turned red, maybe due to anger. He took a deep breath before grabbing my nape from another hand and pulling me towards him. His grip tightened as he forced me to look into his burning eyes. You are right, I am not the same person, because the person you are trying to find died. Actually, you killed him yesterday. He leaned towards me as I tried to move back, but can't because of his tight grip. And now I am going to punish you for your crimes. I can feel his smirk as his hot breaths are hitting my ear. He backed away as he again started dragging me. I didn't struggle. I didn't say anything. My mind went numb at his words. I did this to him? Did I really hurt him this much? And for the first time a tear escaped from my eyes because of the guilt. The thing which I never wanted to do happened by me so casually. I thought it was a prank, but no, it was a mistake. Biggest mistake as it broke him. I killed my Taewang. I killed an angel and turned him into a devil. I deserve it. Does it your fault that he is so gullible? Arg, I don't know what I should do. I made a mistake, no doubt. But isn't it be injustice to pay it with my life? I was in my own thoughts when suddenly Taewang pushed me inside a room. I look around only to find darkness surrounding me. There is no window or any source of light. The only source of light is the door, which is wide open. And there stood the person whose is more darker than this room. He walked towards me, while sound of his footsteps echoing around the room, telling about its emptiness. Why does Taewang have a room like this? The closer he come, the farther my legs begs to run, but I rooted them on the floor. He is just angry, we can talk things out. But soon enough I regretted my decision. Before I can muster up some courage to bring something out from my mouth, he pulled me closer and spun me before back, hugging me, or more like squeezing me in his embrace. It's hurting me, it's so painful, not just physically but mentally. I never allowed anybody to touch me like this. I will never let it happen again. Damn, what are you thinking? What you can see, baby girl? He whispered near my ear as he kept his chin on my shoulder. I can't say anything. I started struggling in his embrace. I don't want this. I can't tolerate it anymore. His touch isn't soft or warm anymore. I am not feeling comfortable. Leave, M. Don't make me repeat again. My body shivered under his embrace. He tightened it even more as sobs came out of my mouth. The courage of talking and sorting things out turned to dust as I heard his deep, dark voice. Darkness. I said between my sobs. I wanted to cry out loud. I wanted scream, to bring my fear out which is making its place inside me. But what if it make him angrier? Taewang isn't in his senses now. Maybe he will do something worse than this. That's right. He snuggled in my hair, sending shiver down my spine. I was never so scared in my whole life, not in the worst. This is what your future held, and I dash. I wetted my dry throat with an attempt to defend myself. I can't surrender to him like this. Dash. Did I say you can talk? You are here to listen, obey, and serve. Got it. He squeezed me into his embrace even more when he saw my lack of response. Got it, baby girl? He said while grating his teeth. Not wanting to make him more angry, I nodded like a child in fear. Good. He pecked my cheeks while my hands turned into the fist. It took everything inside me to not wipe his filthy touch from me. Now I will let it sink inside you. I stumbled because of the force with which he pushed me. Before I can turn around with my heavy dress, I saw the last ray of the light vanishing, followed by loud bang of the door.
Taewang POV. Whoa. That was amazing. I smile. I never expected that revenge could be that satisfying. Seeing her teary eyes somehow poured some water into my burning heart. Or more specifically, water mixed with gasoline. I smirked. This is just starting, baby girl, there is a lot of fun waiting for you. I walked towards the living room and settled on a couch, thinking about all the adventures going to happen in her life. Who says you can't write your own destiny? I wrote hers too, and I am her destiny. Was that her? A voice brought me out of my beautiful thoughts. As I saw the most annoying pair of eyes staring at me. I didn't know he had been there all this time. And would have never cared less. Who's gonna pay attention to this shorty when there is my baby girl in the same house? My blood boiled with the thought. I looked around, only to see the guards looking down. Well, better, for them. There must be something quite interesting inside your head. I never saw you snapping out. Jinwoo leaned back on the couch, still staring at me with eagle eyes. I rolled my eyes. Why is he even here in the first place? Obviously, to ruin my mood. I wasn't expecting you here, I said, trying to avoid the conversation going the informal way. I guess you did. He threw a file on the table in front of me. I smirked. Well, that's why I like him so much. There is no word like impossible for him. I opened the file, analyzing every single detail while I could feel an unbreakable stare on me. Save it for your girlfriend, she gonna love it. You know. I said, a bit uncomfortable with his gaze. This isn't the first time he looked at me like that, but still I hate what exists behind those dark orbs, and I won't allow anybody to do it. She isn't her, right? I looked at him while crossing my legs. Well, she is. Didn't you just drag her to the dark room? I smirked. This is gonna be fun. Actually, I did. For God's sake, you are forcing her. This is not how women are dealt with. He said, swapping back his hair, which covered his forehead when he bent down a little. I threw the file on the table, seeking everyone's attention in the room, but no one dared to look at me except Jinwoo. I tried your way, and she thought I was gullible enough to be fooled around. Listen to me, Fi. She is going to pay for that. End of discussion. I stood up, ready to walk away. Then I have to tell Hyungs about this. My legs stopped by his words. I turned around to see him smirking. Well, now he is getting on my nerves. I sat in my place again as he cleared his throat to do something, which is sadly impossible for him this time. Release her, I am gonna talk to her. She will understand. She will realize. He started lecturing me, while I kept one of my expensive black cigarettes between my lips and brought out my lighter. I don't smoke normally, but sometimes it helps. A smirk glued on my lips as I lit my cigarette, but the flame of the lighter is still on. I glanced towards Jinwoo, who isn't looking any better than those professors in the college. I brought the pages from the file and placed them upon the naked flames, which are eager to burn them up. So you need to be soft-wit. What the hell, Tae? He stood up, glaring at me. I want them again by tomorrow. I stood in front of him while throwing the half-burnt paper on the floor. His eyes are not sparing me for once. Well, teasing him worth all the loss, and today he tried to preach me. So sad. Next time I will give you so much work that you won't be able to help yourself. Helping my wife will be another thing. With that, I walked towards my room. It isn't even half an hour, and people have started fighting for her. Well, too bad it won't do any good to her. Now you are in my prison, baby girl. Prison, which people might call your fate.
Subscribe to know what happens in the next part. It motivates me to work harder.